Whew. Alright, we should be live. Hello everyone. Hey, we're good. Is my OBS just being weird? Sorry. Anyway, hopefully that's the only time this will happen. Good morning everyone. I know I'm doing this like an hour early than I said, but it's because I have to do some stuff this afternoon, so I need to be done by noon. Also sorry about my chewing, but I do need to eat breakfast. Alright, so let's get started. Woot woot. Anyway, so the plan for today is I recorded the last, I would say 30 minutes of the story that we didn't get to see last time on stream. I will be posting that, I think tomorrow? So that way you guys can see where we're at. But today, we have to do a couple things.
What's the coolest?
Boom!
Windblade.
So today,
Motion to compel.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Windblade.
today, sorry, I got distracted. I have to do a couple character quests that I got with the keys. These ones. No, not that. Yeah, these ones. So I have to do a couple of those before I'm allowed to do anything. And the ones we have to finish, by the way, aren't gonna be easy. We have to finish Show Cancelled completely. And then we also have to complete completely Sino's quest. So there's that. And then the other thing is there's also an event that I've been putting off doing, even though it would give me a lot of good rewards that I need right now. So I will be doing part of that as well. So we'll do our dailies, and then after that, I'm immediately gonna try doing those two characters. I am so sorry. For some reason, my OBS seems to be mad at me right now. I don't know why. Okay, I will try again. She marked them. What does it mean by marked? Sorry, I messed it up again.
Rebuild.
With the wind!
Incinerate. Breath of the flame. Boom boom.
Wind blade! Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
I feel bad. Alright. We just have 2 more, and then we'll go do all of the dailies. I'm excited. Oh, I also got Mika, which is super exciting. Mika looks really cool. I haven't personally used him yet, but he seems really cool. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, you know what was so funny that happened yesterday? So, yesterday, for some reason, my iPad wasn't charging. And I was like, great, what is wrong with it? So, me and my boyfriend, we make an appointment to go to an Apple store and get it fixed. And, you know, some of my friends came along too, so I was just surrounded by like this huge group. Anyway, so I get there, right? And after like 40 to 30 minutes, why? Wake up! You
Dodge
suck.
this!
I don't like
Hold
you.
the line.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Anyway, so I go to get it fixed, right?
Dodge
And this lady comes up to me, really nice, super great.
Covenant of the deep. Allow me.
Trying to keep him in the pool of water is not easy. I did it.
Don't get frostbite.
Anyway, continuing. So she, you know, gets her stuff out and she's like, I'm gonna try cleaning your charging port first. And I'm like, cool. So she cleans it, that's not working. So then she's like, okay, I'm gonna run diagnostics on it. And then after that, we'll see what happens. Where are the ducks? Don't I have 3 wheat? Oh, apparently I don't. Hold on. Anyway. So, that doesn't work. She runs diagnostics, and then she realized, you haven't, like, hard shut off this iPad in, like,
Finding someone to chat to would be better than just
30 days. I'm like, yeah. She's like, let's try doing that. So she teaches me how to do it because
Come take a look.
I had no idea. In the year that I've owned that iPad, I had no idea how to do that. Mind you, I haven't. Oh yeah, I want some other things. I don't really buy Apple products. Like, my iPad is the only Apple product I have. And obviously the stuff for my iPad are the only Apple products I have. Not even joking. Anyway, so she hard shuts it off for me, and then it charges just fine. It was super weird, and I didn't like it. Um, cool. Anyway, um,
Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
some of them still have a couple hours. Okay. Um, um, yeah, it was just super weird. Yes. Finally. Ah.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Which should I choose?
Um. Anyway. It was just really weird. But I'm glad my iPad's fixed, because I use that thing way too much. And when I mean way too much, I mean it. Alright. So, the last thing I have to do is use my resin in mind. Oh, I should probably check on my teapot too. You guys probably haven't seen my teapot. Well, if you have, you probably don't remember. Let me show you my teapot.
We have put it.
My whole goal right now is just to create materials right now. It doesn't matter how bad they are. Oh, wait, I need to collect.
If you ever have any questions.
So, I haven't really decorated my teapot. My whole thing is just like collect as much stuff as I can. That's my whole strategy. But this is currently my teapot. I have Sino, Ito, Alhaitham, and Tartaglia. Now only if I could get Zhongli, and then this room would be perfect. I got an achievement? Oh. Oh, cool. Alright. We have other things to do. Onward! Alright. So it looks like not all my resin has charged up, which makes sense. Cause I did the last resin pretty late. So, how I've been doing bosses recently is a little bit interesting. Because I have a lot of bosses to do, and I don't want to be doing the same boss for who knows how many days. Hold on. Oh, there it is. So, instead, I've taken to rolling dice. So, I have 6 characters that I'm currently working on for bosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, all I have to do is roll a 6-sided die, and we'll see who we get. 1! So we're doing her boss today. Let's go do it. Oh no! Oh. I'm okay. Wow, that was really bad. Alright, here we go. Boop. Okay, and then because Kokomi really isn't useful right now, because her attacks really won't do anything, we're gonna pick somebody else.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Oh yes, you are, sir. Alright. Let's go do. Hello, pretty boy. Boom! Got him.
Cool it.
Boom boom! An invisible element.
Hold on. Sustenance.
Freeze.
Oh, I missed. That's okay.
Cool it. Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Attaboy! It's showtime!
Sorry, I'm focusing. Really.
Dodge this!
Boom!
Bam! Cool it!
Be afraid.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh, that was not worth it.
Incinerate!
We're halfway.
Freeze!
Boom boom!
Attaboy! What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Incinerate!
Oh, I missed. That's okay. Boop, boop, boop.
Time for your arraignment!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
again with this one? No! Where is it?
Cool it.
Ugh. That almost got me in trouble.
Dodge this. Oh, coming through. Oh, can't catch me.
Actually, they can if they kill you.
Bam! Freeze.
Almost got him.
Wind blade. Dodge this.
You'll be dead soon enough. Jeez. And he's still making the bubbles.
Cool it.
Okay, that was enough. Let's hope that I can do this.
Don't get frostbite. Wind blade.
Did it. Yeah! Sucker! Ah, nice. Alright, let's go back and see how many chunks of hydro whateversies I can make. And then we'll move on. I can literally just make that. That is sad. I'm saddened. Alright. So that's it there. And I still need like 16. Which is really annoying. Alright. So next thing we'll do is we'll start collecting stuff for weapons. So I waited today to do this one and to do hers. They are the last two weapons I am currently ascending other than his and hers. So we're going to start with his because he is only missing 2. And then after his, we'll try to do Beto's if I can get all of them. Ugh.
Take heart. Victory.
Alright. Let's do this. We have time.
Motion to compel. Hold the line.
Dodge this.
Boom.
Oh, so sorry. Wind blade. Cool it.
Motion to compel. There you are.
Disappear.
Yeah. Disappear.
Dodge this.
Incinerate. Rapid flame. Look at me.
So yeah, we'll do this twice and see if that's enough to get 2 more. If not, we'll do it until we run out. My hope is that it'll be enough.
Windblade! Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Rebuild!
Dodge this! Freeze!
Boom!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Incinerate! Let me amuse myself a little.
Windblade!
Blink! Over here!
With the wind!
Whoopsie doopsie. Boop. Nice. Woot woot. Ah! I got a purple one! Yay! I know I could do it at level 80, but I don't want to. It's purely that. I don't want to. Oh, you guys are probably wondering how that reptile expo went. So I went. There were so many cute little guys. It was hard not to take one home. I could have. And I didn't. So good on me for not coming home with a live creature, because that would have been bad. But it was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of cool animals. I considered getting a danger noodle for a solid, like, couple hours before deciding. My plan is to get a gargoyle gecko. I've never done, like, a tropical reptile, and I think that was because the last time I got a reptile, I was, like, still really a child, and I wasn't really good at taking care of animals. Like, I was good enough that I would feed them, but not enough to worry about humidity. But, now that I'm an adult, I think I could handle a tropical reptile, so, that's my plan. And I'm super excited about it. You have no idea. Anyway, so I had enough money to buy a terrarium, but and with a couple basic things, but that's like all I had. So
Dodge this.
my plan is that every month I'll be using what little spending money I have to pay for all that. So, once that is done, once I've bought all the supplies, I will save up some money to get one. Out of all the gargoyle geckos I want, I really like the ones with a lot of red in them, and I found one on one of the sites for the breeders with one that's red. Cute little guy.
Freeze.
He seems great. He likes being held. It seems like he's a couple years old. But I'm super excited about it. So
What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Wind blade.
Motion to compel.
Freeze.
My plan is to save up for that cute little guy, and hopefully
Oh, so sorry.
by summer
Freeze.
I can get him.
Dodge this.
Over here. Hold the line.
Freeze.
How about you don't?
Cool it. This moment will be frozen.
The merrier. Look at me.
Anyway, that's my plan. I'm super excited about it. I already have a couple name ideas. I got really attached to the one guy. We'll see if that's what ends up happening though. I don't know because, like I said, I don't know if in a couple months he will still be there. I don't know. So, we'll see how it goes. That's all of them. Alright, and even though I don't have the boss supplies, I do have that, so that's done. Yay! Alright, so for her, she needs these ones. We'll go there and do one round really quick. I don't think I'll have enough to make one for her, but we'll do one round, see where that gets us, and then after that, we are gonna start on our dailies. Not dailies, on our story quests, which are really boring, but it's okay. I'm kind of excited for Sinos, but other than that, I'm not super hyped. Man, am I tired.
Freeze.
Incinerate. Huh.
Oh, I hate this one. I remember this
Time
one.
for your arraignment.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this. Disappear.
Super annoying.
Wind blade.
Back up.
Cool it.
No.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite. With the wind.
Go over there. If I kill the Abyssal Mage first, everything will be a lot easier.
Cool it.
Boom boom. Inadmissible evidence.
Wind blade.
Did it. Alright. And I'm still waiting for 20 resin, so it's not that bad. If we get that 20 resin while we're streaming, I will be using it. Don't know if that's what's gonna happen, but I will be using it. Alright, let's see what we got here. What can we make? One of those, that's good. Ha! I have enough to make one. That's great. And that's it. Luckily, I can start collecting her stuff on Tuesday. So by Tuesday, she might be done. Anyway, so let's go get started on the story quests. So the two that I have to do is this one and the other one. So we'll go do this one first, and then we'll do Cynos. Hopefully this will be fast. I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm hoping that's fast though, because I don't have a lot of time. All the way down the tree. I would love to build like this tree and like Minecraft. That's a brilliant idea. I just got a cool idea. No, stop that. I'm just gonna talk to 3 random people.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilu, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Like who?
Her? My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now.
I've gained a whole new... Inaya was right. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. After all, Nilu was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilu without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Who's can I talk to?
When the day comes, I'll get... If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown... I can't do that? Fine, I'll think of something else.
Who am I supposed to be talking to? Oh, here's
I
one.
didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. You don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
That's good.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Okay, who else am I supposed to talk to then? I talked to her, she gave me nothing. I talked to them.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new
Hello.
answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously.
Where's the plane guy?
Careful, Nilu. This guy's ramblings never
He
make
might not
any
be
sense.
here today.
No.
He's a little
Nilu's answer far surpasses
busy.
yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the
know.
minds of its audience. This is something that
But
the
I'm pretty sure he's
academia
gonna be a
can
little
never
busy today.
understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilu's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a
This man is
purely
overly
critical
excited.
point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this
Theater.
is where I can finally find what
Sorry.
I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by
This
others
guy's
to confer
really
value.
funny.
If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
Oof.
When you put it that way. Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilu, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Yeah.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. He'll even help out with furniture repair and paint.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the Academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Woo.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books. Exactly.
Go
They want
touch
to look
grass.
down on us? We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry.
That's so
Everyone here has
funny.
your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
That's
Thank
nice
you all
of them.
so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
Yeah.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts. Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
I guess she does. But also, could have something bad
no.
happened?
Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if
Why?
Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's
Calm
just a
down.
gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Oof. That's sad.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
It is
I
huge.
think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.
Okay, let's hurry. Whee! Exciting! I really need to finish both of these quests. Here's the question. Nope, I still have to finish them.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you
That
hear
does not
that?
sound good.
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Wait, where? 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 Warmer. Warmer.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Found it!
Yes, we're almost there. Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Hinaya, don't be scared!
weren't so many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Aww.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father.
She's very negative.
My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, "Why aren't you a genius?" Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off. That I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right?
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. He flung my present to the side. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't first. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. My mother also thought he went overboard. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I didn't get a single sentence of apology or any words of comfort. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
That's terrible.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes, as if the world revolves around him. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
Maybe.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
The most important thing about an
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us.
I picked the right
Don't let your
choice.
past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. So why should I give up because of him? I can't afford to lose anything more. We have to win. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
All right, let's go.
Boop, boop.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay, looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Okay.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. Everyone is free to appreciate... Not quite right, but it's close. Not quite right. Not quite right. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. And it's set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
You could say that.
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
Alright. Now we wait 2 days. Till the morning. Sorry that it doesn't seem like I'm paying attention. But, it's just because listening to the dialogue is kind of boring sometimes.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hopefully they were.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Okay.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value.
Okay.
We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However,
The most important thing about it...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
don't think that would make... Mr. Zubair has been everyone is free to appreciate... Hinaya really wants...
Maybe then... Sorry.
Don't think that would...
What? But that would!
The theater carries everyone's... Don't think that would... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the Academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is...
The most important thing about it...
No.
Okay.
Art must first be appreciated.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah! That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right?
100%.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
Wait. Where?
Hello and welcome, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Did I have to seriously start it over?
To this duel of wits.
Because I pressed B on accident?
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from, however, therefore the work we have failed to identify. In other words, Zubair Theater
aggressive from the get-go. Can Nilou's...
Calm down, Nilou. He said that with the most... Mr. Zubair.
Art must first...
In your eyes, shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate.
Appreciation is but a... This stance holds performers to a higher... If all performances are nurturing the popular...
The topic without... If I remember...
The most important thing about an experience...
Someone at our theater, he was a famed... I agree that if a work can't tap into it, what's the point of... That would only be...
You can only reach...
In that case...
You tell them.
Looks like he's backed himself. As the party holding... Likewise, the definition that me... Additionally, I must...
Keep it up, Neil!
In that case, I shall speak of this course of action. However, you have
That is indeed so.
He started talking about...
The most important thing about an experience is...
The theater carries... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations.
Gosh.
Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Failing to follow these rules...
Yeah, that's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules, so long as this matter is discussed within...
Looking at the past 20... However, the demolition process in those cases...
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently...
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performance, based on that fact, we can...
Under the current system, it is indeed...
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more.
Okay.
Zubair
Do not press B this time.
The theater carries... Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya. Inaya really wants to win. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me.
Oof.
If in your
Hit him
eyes,
where it hurts.
the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal.
Yeah!
But if you dare
tell him.
to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are!
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
Maybe.
We won?
Nilu, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Fair enough.
Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Oh, it's you.
Yep, it's me. Feeling
Yes,
better?
I feel a lot better.
That's
The
good.
more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
Probably not.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Thanks.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact.
The opposite?
Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
Huh.
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out in the end.
Yeah, I guess.
Although, I do have a small regret.
And that is?
Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
It's kind of his fault.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back.
Wait, 2 days later. 1, 2. Boop, boop, boop. That is a long time to be waiting. What do they want? Oh. 20. Oh, is it a cutscene? Alright, let's watch the cutscene. Oh.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on, so please give her your support.
Huh.
Hinaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by.
Nope. But
Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination.
it all worked out in the end.
Huh? What do you mean by that? You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilu and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Let's focus on watching the performance.
Agreed.
Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
It is, but don't say anything.
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Alright.
Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Alright.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous.
That's
Everyone
adorable.
at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Ah, yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it.
Huh?
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
Probably not. Who knows?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight.
Nope.
It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
That is what? Oh! The theater!
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa! This is amazing! It's so detailed and polished!
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
Thanks. I know I'm awesome.
Watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You don't have to tell me.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Oh, that's sweet. Alright. Completed that one. That took most of my stream, though, and I still have a whole other quest to do. Let's just do it. Do I seriously? Oh, gosh. Look at that. Beautiful. Trying to glide away from the Fatui. Alright. Boop. Hopefully this one won't take that long.
Sino! There you are! We
Sino! Buddy.
Ah, it's you two. I
Yep.
knew I sensed a familiar presence. But I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
What's going on, friendo?
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now.
For now.
This isn't the time for that. I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa. Sounds pretty complicated. But Having a chance to catch bad guys with Sino, it's like we're a part of the mantra. Alright, sign us up!
Wow, Paimon, you seem very excited about this. I don't think you should be, but... Where am I going? Back over here? Oh, was that enough to... Okay, apparently that was enough. I didn't know that was enough. That was enough. For now. Cool. Alright, let's get this party going.
Good morning.
Good
Looks
morning.
like you're awake.
Yep, I've been awake for a while.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
Wow.
They're all delicious.
Paimon, you glutton. Paimon, you glutton.
By the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Ooh.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
No.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a... You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You
Oh,
see,
come on.
some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
What?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Okay. Going all the way back to the Grand Bazaar. Boop. Sorry that the stream is so boring, but honestly, there's just not a lot for me to do. Once this is done, I'm basically done. By the way, this means I might stop streaming Genshin for a while and go back to Breath of the Wild.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon!
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best! The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
When I asked for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
This is gonna be a long one. I didn't think it would take this long to do this thing. Hopefully I can do it in an hour, cause that's all I have. Alhaitham, my man. Not literally. Obviously. Just super cool.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Yeah, you could say that.
Who was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
No, we're just looking for Alhaitham. Alright, let's see what's up with him. I don't know what's going on, but... Wait. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, I didn't. Hey, look who it is.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
What?
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
What was your first clue?
I love this interaction.
Then you might as well move out of my house.
What?
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
That's what it seems like.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Alhaitham! Who was that? Also Alhaitham.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kinda strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Valhumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Why?
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take office.
Okay.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Kind of? It's hard to tell.
No, that's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars, which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
All right, I'll see you there.
Cool. Oh, man. Dun, 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 dun. This music makes me want to move. Like, not even joking.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could you...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
You look like you're doing so much better.
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Dia!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
Something else.
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through.
Fair enough.
Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What? No.
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia, but only if I wanted to.
That would be so
Whoa.
cool.
Hyman can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing!
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Aww.
Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second! You make it sound like you're leaving now!
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately, and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Cool.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him. Don't mention it. You better get going.
Alright, on to our next stop.
You guys don't even know, but right now I'm like dancing. Dancing. I love the music in this area. It's amazing. As I lose my controller. Where am I going? Over here somewhere? Oh, well, that was not useful at all. Sino, buddy! What?
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino.
Okay.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And... huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
Okay.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions the common people would easily overlook.
Setaria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the Academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Setaria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become. Setaria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You
Sino.
probably have already heard.
Yeah.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Setaria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu. Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino.
Me.
He must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Me, he's just like, I don't want to deal with the people.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Setaria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. the messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful, so much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
Did you write it?
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Sino's like me. He's like, party? What? Party? What? No party. So they said it was in the Grand Bazaar, so I'm just gonna teleport here. I wonder if there's gonna be any other quests, or if that'll be it. Cause all right. 2 days. We wait and we wait for the days to pass. Da 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 dun. Da 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 dun. Da 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 da. Ah, man. Whew. I'm getting hungry again.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Hey, looks like everybody's here.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah, we're here.
Ah, there you are.
Of course. Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Hey.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Oh, what? No, no, no,
Nah,
no,
there
no.
won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow, Paimon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
Of course.
Whoa, it's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing!
What if
The food was
suddenly
specially prepared
it
for
turned
you
out
by
we never
everyone
did
in the
any of
Grand
that and
Bazaar.
fixed Sumeru at all? We never fixed
And we
it.
have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, Judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it.
Oh.
This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
No, everything you said is correct.
Oh, that's right. Nobody remembers.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Nope, nothing.
Yeah, what's with that face?
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return? If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing now.
Come on, Sino.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
No, Sino, come on. We want to see your pretty face. Give us an old smile. Talk to everyone. I'll talk to Nilu first. I don't like her the most.
Well, how is it? It's the first time I've ever... You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of me. I can't explain what...
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious.
Sino is a short boy.
Yeah.
Look
I
how
don't
short he
often
is.
come to such places.
I mean, I'm kind of
But
on
it
a
feels
ledge.
quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around. There's This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Hold on. Oh no. We're like the same height. Back to back. Yeah, we're like the same height. I was just on a ledge.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is...
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that polite...
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good. No, this gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia, that happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
Both keys? That's a jerk move.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here for Paimon.
I'm also tired.
It's me.
Oh, Nahida.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
Sorry, everything was lagging. Apologies.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last... Your head is starting to droop.